Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of J Mac,
And you got K-Mac over here.
and we want to welcome y'all to another episode of the Faraway Brothers.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good
Yeah,
to be back.
good to be.
Nice little Sunday. Football's actually coming on tonight. But tell us a little bit about that person in the beginning who we just had just now. Who music was you playing today?
And we had a new up and coming artist by the name of Akey, and that was her single Range Rover. Want to send a shout out to her, and you can check her out at on Twitter, Akey Song, and also on Instagram, Akey Song. That's AKEE Song. And just check out our music, see what you're working with.
A lot of music, man. We're going to go ahead and put it down in the description below as well on the YouTube page. So be on the lookout for that as well. But, man, it's a couple things, man. Today is a nice day. Sunday, football. Who could complain? Not only that, let's go ahead and end off what we talked about last time. I'm thinking about Meek Mill here. Now, before we even get into that, man, I just saw the YouTube video that Phil No Beef has put out with the Drake and the Meek Mill. I have to say that this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube, okay? Not only did they use Nicki Minaj and every other Young Money cat in there, they also single-handedly showed us that, yeah, Meek Mill's kind of messed up. So,
Gotta.
Gotta. So Meek Mill's career going down the drain based on the fact that he allegedly Drake didn't want to retweet something. I still think it's something, especially considering the fact that this video. I don't know what you think.
Bruh, it's not just about no retweet at this point. Nobody lose their whole career over a retweet, okay? Nobody lose their career over a retweet.
And I ain't messing up no money over no retweet.
Not at all. And, even if Rico was written by somebody else, nobody just going to mess it up over that. At the end of the day, I, kind of insinuated this in another podcast. I think it's over Nicki. And that's what I'm sticking with. I think it's over Nicki. But, he came out with that terrible diss record behind it. And I think the reason why he couldn't come out as hard as he normally would have came out, like, I think if he was going against another artist that might have been lower than him, then Meek could talk that money talk. Like he normally do. Like, if he was in a battle rap, what he would normally do is go on that money talk and start being like, man, well, I got this, got these cars, we got all these lands and all this outside. But you can't talk that money talk to Drake when he just told you he already got $20 million from Jimmy Iovine just to do the Apple Music. So it's like it took away an attribute that Meek uses all the time, so it kind of killed him. At this point, the beef is gone. The beef is dead. It should be an end. There should be no more going back and forth. I know Meek just said a few things the other day, and it's starting to, erupt a few things with AR app. But, man, this beef should be over at this point. Like, honestly, I don't even think anybody else is tuned in. They just looking at it just because it's on the internet. But Meek didn't just get killed by Drake. He got killed by Drake and social media. And he opened up Pandora's box by going straight to social media to talk about what he was talking about. So social media killed him and Drake killed him. So at this point, it's all over, man. It's not even worth talking that long about, like, he really messed up, bruh.
Come on. You gotta have a little fun with this. I'm looking on social media right now. I can see they got Drake in the car, just like in the movie. He about to shoot Ricky. Ricky played by Meek Mills himself, and that's just his career getting killed. On top of that, we got the Straight Outta Compton. Everybody using that little thing on Instagram right now, and it says Straight Outta Lyrics, and that's for Meek Mills. Not only that, to saute him some more, nobody really cares about what he has to say anymore. So you've ran out of relevance in where you are right now in the rap game. Not only that, you've also ran out of ways to go. Now you're actually on tour with Nicki. You came out with this horrible beef. You're on tour with Nicki. You're feeding off of her fans at this point. She has to continuously tell you or say to the fans, "This is my baby's daddy. This is my husband." Reassuring stuff. So it has to be a lot more going on. But in the end, Drake 15,000, Meek Mill 0. We end it there. We end it
yeah, like
there.
literally, he blew him out. It's a blowout, bro. it's a blowout. It's just it's done. Like I don't think. Do I think now? Am I going to be extreme like a lot of people that's online and say that Meek Mill's career is over? Like it's completely over? No, because there's not that many rappers out there in the streets that's really popping right now anyway. So I think he could still, he could still make it happen. I just think that he should let this go. Now, if he try to beat a dead horse and continue to let this go on, then he'll mess around and he'll kill his whole career. But just allow it to leave, man. You had Will Smith and Kanye West just laughing at memes.
Some of the
He
greats.
literally used he put memes behind him when he was performing at OVO Fest. This was great promotion for his OVO Fest. And it was all because of Meek Mill. Meek Mill gave the best promotion possible. He didn't have to pay nobody to promote OVO Fest. Everybody was anticipating to watch it. Everybody was anticipating to see those clips on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you was gonna see those clips. You wanted to see them clips for OVO Fest and see what Drake was gonna say. He almost hit him with the three-peat, but it doesn't even make no sense to even throw another diss record out there. It was
On your
the
diss record.
it
First of
was
all,
yeah.
the diss record. Moment of silence, please. Moment of silence. That's all he get. All I know is when I was in the club yesterday, I was dancing to some back to back. Okay, when you could come out with a song that somebody can dance to in the club, or people in the club singing back to back, and and it's all bad for you, man. And just to end off it all with Meek Mills, I'm just saying, like, he just has to sit now in the back seat. Like,
Yeah.
you are no longer allowed to get in the front seat. You cannot ride shotgun, son. Take it behind to the back.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of times like I think even when Ether came out for Jay-Z, you know, after that, I think Jay Z went a low key. There might be a little bit of misinformation, but I believe that Jay Z sit back for a little bit and then he came out with like Blueprint 2. But Meek got to sit back, right? Like after this tour, which I think the tour just ended, Meek got to sit back, man. He got to just sit back and just say, okay, what I'm going to do next? Because you got to come up with something nice. Um, None of the dudes from MMG stepped up and said we're gonna all come out with a diss record and make sure you good. They knew what it was, so they didn't want to play that game. And it it's over, man. I mean, there ain't really too much more to say. Meek Mill, he tried. He tried. He at least put a diss record out there. He kind of waited too long, and I wish we'd have had more ammunition in a gun, like ready just to go. I wish he was ready, but he wasn't really ready, man. He was just wanting to put that tweet out and say that he was a ghostwriter, thinking that it was gonna stick. But he in a different time, man. It's not like the '90s. It's not like the early 2000s, where if you were to say that about somebody who was the top MC, it would have possibly crumbled their whole career. It's not like that. At this time, people just want good music because they're not getting a lot of it. So Drake making the good records, and they just gonna continue to ride with him, and that's what it is. So Meek gotta really think about what he's doing, man. He better hold on to Nicki because Nicki is gonna be his meal ticket. No, Nicki is gonna be his meal ticket to getting to staying afloat. Like she gonna keep him relevant. He won't ever be able to perform Rico or A Man again. Um, and that's about it, man. Like Meek Mill just gotta, he'll be able to sit down and really sit there and say, I need to fire my whole team because all these people told me that that was a good diss record, including his manager, saying that that was Ether like, and that was nowhere near Ether. So he just gotta sit
That's
back and think about it, and that's just it, man. That's all. That's all it is for Meek Mill at this point. I possibly could have wrote a better diss record for him if he would have just called me, and I ain't even a rapper.
just saying, man. It's a slap in the face if you say it's like Ether to Nas. And we all know what Meek Mill need to do right now. He need to go get that cheat code for Grand Theft Auto, okay? That gives you all the ammunition you need and repeatedly put that in because that's what he gonna need for the next couple of years coming up to go ahead and put himself back up on whatever pedestal he was before he got off, knocked off, shot off, blasted off. Let's just go ahead with that. Off of that pedestal, and now he just needs to be in recovery. He needs to go to rehab for rappers. Okay, take a trip to rehab.
Yeah.
Enough about this kid, Meek Mills, and the Drake thing. Now that that's finally over, you know what I'm saying, and it's coming to August, we are getting to the prime time, the best time of the year. Football season is among us, people. Okay, tonight we got the Hall of Fame game. We got the Vikings tonight in the first preseason game, and they're actually going to be playing the actual Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be good just to have football around to see it. But of course, you know they're not going to play their heart out if it's a Hall of Fame game. But people want to see that thrown around. I mean, college football around the corner. Madden's coming out in 2 weeks. Everybody's going crazy. Football pandemonium. Of course, we know we're looking at the Saints today. You know
You know
who
what?
that?
Real quick, just to go on and look, because you just talked about Madden, you brought Madden up. Haven't you noticed that the stock for Madden has dropped? Like, people don't really talk about Madden as much as they used to. And I think it's all Madden's fault because they haven't tried anything new. Like 2K consistently adds new things every year, and they even ask their people to tweet them and let them know, okay, what do we need to add? What do we need to? It's like Madden just stuck. You know, I guess there's only so much that you can do, but you would say the same thing for an NBA game too. I just think Madden needs to come out with a better storyline, like a better story mode that you could play through your career. Because like the first year they really tried on it, and every year after that they kind of like just took different things away from it, and it's like it's still on the same plane as it was before and never elevated. And the story mode on 2K keeps you drawn in because besides just playing games online, playing at the park, playing those different other options, most people like to do the story mode, like to do the career mode on 2K. I think Madden needs to take something out of 2K's book and just go ahead and say, man, look, we're gonna do a nice story mode as well. Don't you really don't hear? I don't know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't be hearing too much hype behind the Madden like I used to. I remember years ago, Madden, man, people was waiting outside for Madden. I don't know if they're still doing that like that anymore.
No, we don't wait outside for Madden no more. But I do think that maybe they shouldn't do the story mode. And the reason why I say this is that who's gonna want to be the guy to be a lineman in a story mode on Madden? Who was gonna want to do that? Who you want to see the life of a lineman first year coming out?
First of
Everybody's
all,
gonna want to be a running back, a quarterback, wide receiver, and maybe a DB. Even now, you can go ahead and kind of compare this to how fantasy football is. In fantasy football, a lot of times what you get like set players on offense. You don't get to pick a lineman or anything because lineman stats they matter, but they don't matter as far as carrying weight for the excitement of somebody going out there to actually say, we betting on this, we doing this, we creating a story for this. You get more of the wide receiver and everything else. So you're gonna find yourself circling to that. When you go into the NBA, you're talking about one player on a 11-man team gonna be coming out, you know, himself trying to be a starter. Like it's more in depth. You get that, and everybody's gonna play. So should they do a story mode? Nah. Should they do something different with the gameplay? Yes. Madden has become stale over the years. Kind of like the same thing. They always be like, oh, we got this new mechanic where, we turn the playbook sideways. Like, who cares? I don't care if you turn the playbook sideways. I want to know if when I control this guy, is he actually going to move? Is he actually going to do the interception? Is he going to react to me? How well is the AI going to perform? How many game modes we're gonna have? They expanded big time when they invited Mutt on there. Mutt is like the biggest thing, and 2K kind of bit off of Mutt as well. They came out with their own little My Team with the little cards you buy and auction and everything like that. But Mutt seems to make Madden the most money. If it wasn't for Mutt, then Madden, yeah, their stocks would be worse than what it is right now. But I can tell you right now, I'm a kind of a casual man. I used to be back in the day. I used to play Madden all the time, buy all the Maddens. I might buy Madden once every 3 years because the game is the same. It hasn't changed; just changed the players.
yeah,
Each year, you get a new rating. So yeah, all in all, I feel like Madden. any direction is going. Hopefully 2016 makes it, boom. But it is coming out. It's football season. You get that first week of hype for it coming out. Your friends gonna call you over, be like, "I'm gonna beat you in Madden." Put some money on the table, and that's how it's gonna be. First 4 weeks good. The last next season or so is gonna be for the diehard fans who still want to play the game. Other than
Yeah,
that, that's it.
yeah. I can't debate against that. That's just what it is now, man. But with the preseason coming up, everybody loves when it's football time. Because no matter who you are in America, you like football. Mostly everybody's watching football. Everybody's not a basketball fan, but most people are football fans. Even your mama, like people's mothers, grandmothers, they all like football. They can say, "Oh yeah, I'm rooting for the Saints. I'm rooting for the 49ers. I'm rooting for the Bears." I don't know who would do this, but they rooting for the Falcons. Whoever. Everybody likes football, and to see the season coming back is wonderful. I do have one problem with football, and I have been petitioning. I actually want to get some petitions out there and get people to start giving signatures. I think they need to cut the preseason down, man. Like, I think if it was up to me, there would be no preseason. There would probably be one game, but I could see them doing 2 games and then going into the season. Because preseason to me, after the first game or maybe the first 2 games, man, nobody's really playing. Only the dudes is trying to make the 52-man roster. They kind of playing, but you can see who you want to make the roster within the first 2 games. To me, just sit the starters down and then let the other people play and see who you want to keep. That's what I say. Because after a while, it just gets boring. Nobody want to keep on watching games that doesn't matter. You want to watch some games that matter. That's why nobody tunes in when you're talking about the NBA preseason. Nobody watches the NBA preseason, just like nobody should be watching the NFL preseason. After the first game, it's like, all right, okay, let's get to the next. Let's get to the real games. Let's get to games that actually matter. It should be like high school, because when you're in high school, you play your first preseason game, and then after that, every other game matters.
Nah, I think they need a little bit more time. Like I feel like 4 games should be sufficient enough for them to figure out who they gonna keep, who's gonna get cut, who possibly can start. How is our scheme running? Does everybody remember their plays? Is everybody ready to do things big time? It gives you a sense of presence of mind to say, all right, we're getting back in the groove of things. Because a lot of times, as a professional, anything, you want to go ahead and warm up. You warming up. But sometimes when you warm up, you got to do like the pseudo games. The games like, all right, cool. It doesn't really matter, but we kind of playing. We're just getting used to the motions against another team other than yourself, because you keep playing against yourself, playing against your defense. Practice, 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 practice. You don't know any other schemes. You don't know if this works as far as at all. And a lot of times, preseason gives you that chance to send out the rookie players at a rookie scheme and see if it works against another team's rookie scheme. So in my mind, preseason 4 games is good. Plus, on top of that, it gets the fans ready. It gets the fans pumped. You going out, you buying the jerseys. You're like, all right, the preseason game is coming up. You know what that means? 3 weeks to regular football. 2 weeks to regular football. 1 week to regular football. Hey, kickoff is here. So we kind of just getting pulled in. You're getting pulled into the hype slowly. Because if you just go all the way in, now you got people like, hey, I ain't even know football season started. What happened? Why you ain't tell me? But you know that by the preseason. You know that by the games coming forward, preceding the full game, the big game, which is, of course, game number 1, week number 1, when everything shows up. And everybody gets dictated to where they're going to go, what direction they're going to take in the season. Preseason is very important in my eyes, just all together. And just looking at the preseason games, I mean, who wouldn't want to see the Saints play the Ravens, Jets and Lions, Packers and Patriots? These teams are going to be playing and trying out all their stars in the first quarter. Of course, you're going to see the stars come out, so all the fans getting hyped. Hey, Drew Brees is back. Hey, Calvin Johnson is back. We want to get their autographs while they're sitting on the sidelines just waving to the fans. That's getting people pumped to buy more tickets, getting people pumped to put more money in the stadiums, more money in the football, and make sure football goes on. Now, I will agree that maybe we need more football, like an extra week or two. I go with that. just to say the least. But as far as cutting down the preseason, I don't want the football to go away at all. At any rate itself, give me more football. Don't give me less. Just saying.
You know what? Let's go and flush the toilet on the preseason on those last 2 games.
Flush the toilet on 2 games, and then you have nothing to do. I really still think
Thank
that
you.
you need those 2 games. So I'm going to keep those 2 games rolling. As a matter of fact, looking at the preseason right now, there's just some things I want to see. Some games I really want to see. Like it's a big picture that's being painted with the preseason, especially when it comes to your rookies. Rookies get injured. Rookies don't perform. Rookies get the jitters. Rookies need preseason. They need to show out
You know
in
what?
something.
Nobody wants to see a guy by the name of Larry Jenkins play 4 games who you know not gonna make it on the team, but he just keep on playing for no reason. Bubba Williams, Chico DeGreen. I don't even know if these people are real, but those names would never make it into the NFL. So
Well,
we
you
need
never
to cut.
know.
Man, we need to cut it down.
What
We need
happens
to.
if your starting quarterback gets injured? You got to bring in Bubba Sparks. I'm just throwing out a random name because it's just anything. You don't never know. So this person is ready and in the flow to go ahead and do the thing. So preseason in my eyes, keep the preseason. I know you anti preseason, but for me, I'm with it. Go ahead and give me more games. Go ahead and give me more football. Get me ready to get amped up.
Man, damn your preseason. I don't want the preseason to go on that long. But I do like this football's coming back. Okay? I really do like this football's coming back because now you have something to watch. I just posted this on my on Twitter. I've been getting back on Twitter lately. But on Twitter
Full Twitter.
I said ESPN, ESPN2, NFL Network, NBA TV, and TNT are the only few channels that I need. I wish there was a package where I could just get those because everything else I watch online. So right now it's like my TV don't even come on. My TV be on just for light. It don't be on because I'm watching it. But when football comes back, your TV's on. You know, you're feeling better about your Sundays. You're looking forward to your Sundays. Your Sundays ain't just a blow by day. It's a day that you say, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch me some games. So I do like that football's coming back, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens this season. I know my team done made a lot of moves.
Too many moves.
They didn't let a lot of people go. I
Too many
cried.
people.
I cried many nights.
Many nights.
Um,
Jimmy!
you know what? Let's go on.
Jimmy!
Let's Let's go and give them an all for all them mistakes that the general manager made this past off season. Go and give them a moment of silence.
Moment of silence. All right, that's all they get. Screw that, man. Let's get back in the flow of things. I'm pretty sure it's still gonna go well all around. But being as though we got football season coming back up, got some heavy hitters going on. Especially, wait, hold up. Speaking of heavy hitters, you heard about that new fight coming up, man. We got Floyd Money Mayweather about to be taking
Way
on
better.
Andre Berto. That's how much Mayweather. That's why I call it Mayweather. That's why I want to say, boy, because when you talk about a boy like Floyd Mayweather, you got to talk like an old school guy. You got to talk like the old school guys back in the day. Okay, you got to talk like because this man here, he not only talks the talk, he walks the walk. He knows how to play the game of boxing, knows how to win a boxing match, and knows what it takes. Standing right now at 5'8", 72 inches in the reach, nobody has ever become close to this man and taking him down. He just knows how to tire his opponent out. And I don't know really think about Andre Berto. I mean, Berto, young upcoming fighter. I mean, but he's about 31 years old, standing about 31 to 33, I believe. And he's actually 68 and a half in reach. That's going to play a big, big factor in this fight that they're going to have. Yeah, he got 30 wins and 23 KOs, which is more than you can say as far as the KO ratio that Floyd Mayweather has. But in the long run, who cares as far as Mayweather about his knockout ratio? Floyd Mayweather never cared about his knockout ratio. He cared about taking in 12 rounds and getting that decision, taking home that check.
Well, the thing about Floyd Mayweather with this fight is if you were an NFL team and you got a chance to decide which team you wanted to go up against, or if you was an NBA team and you was like, you know what, I want to play the 76ers for 82 games. That's pretty much what he's doing right now with this last fight. He's saying, okay, I want to tie Rocky Marciano's record, but I'm gonna do it easy. I'm gonna go ahead and do an easy fight. That way I can just go ahead and get the record and then that's it. Now I don't think that he's gonna be going forever, even though he's been saying for right now, this is gonna be my final fight. But who you know in them streets gonna sit there and buy a Floyd Mayweather fight right now? Do you think anybody, based on that last fight, which wasn't his fault, it was Pacquiao's fault because Pacquiao supposedly said that he was hurt before the fight, which I think he got hurt during the fight, and that's what happened when he had the torn rotator cuff. But who do you know in them streets that's gonna buy a Floyd Mayweather fight at this point, or who's gonna shell out about $70-something just to watch a Floyd Mayweather fight, and seeing the fact that he's fighting against somebody like Andre Berto, who not a lot of people know about.
Not a lot of people know about Andre Berto, but I think he's probably a force to be reckoned with. Who want to watch this fight? Hey, I want to watch the fight. I mean, it's gonna go 12 rounds. Mayweather always gives you your money worth as far as time wise. Now, back in the day, we know, you buy a fight for Mike Tyson, it's bound to last about 20 seconds. You spent $50, bought all these wings. You got all this beer, drinks, and everything else. You done got your sister to fly in from southern somewhere, and she just spent all this money on a plane ticket to come watch the fight with you. And how long that lasts for you when it comes to Mike Tyson?
Don't you go pee when there's a Mike Tyson fight. But first of all, don't you say Mike Tyson's name. Let's just go ahead and give this man a round of applause real quick. Yeah, gotta give him a round of applause. Greatest boxer in the history of boxing to me. I will ever go ahead and protest that. It ain't argumentative. It ain't gonna be an argument about it.
He's more aggressive. He's the most aggressive I've seen as far as going in. But the aggressiveness plays against him in the long run when he wound up losing those fights. But back to Mayweather and what he's going to be doing to this Berto, okay? Just understand that this is definitely going to go 12 rounds. You're going to see a lot of the left jab because that's what he just loves to do. You're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of escaping, a lot of bobbing, a lot of weaving, and you're going to see a lot of Berto trying to get in. And it's going to last for that long. Or you're going to see this. Same thing we saw with Pacquiao. Pacquiao, he's going to go in, go in, go in. So Berto going to go in, go in, go in. First 4 rounds. The next 6 rounds are going to be determined by Mayweather. Mayweather's going to take the tempo. He's going to be like, oh, I see what you're doing. He done already dictated and dissected this man's ability to fight and exactly what he's looking to go do. And that's just how it's going to go. Just like that. And being as though that is the big factor to me, I mean, age doesn't matter at this point. But the reach factor does. 72 versus 68. I'm kind of liking the favor of the 72 with Floyd Mayweather and his ability to keep him with the jab. You have to get in on Floyd Mayweather to win at this point because you're the shorter guy. And you have to bob and weave on somebody who likes to stay away from you and likes to keep you out with the jab, likes to make sure he's dictating the fight. This is going to be very easy, in my opinion. Very easy. It might not even go 12 rounds. It might go 6. This might be Mayweather's first knockout I've seen in years.
I don't know about that. I'm never betting on Floyd Mayweather to knock anybody out. I started watching him. Believe it or not, my first Floyd Mayweather fight was the first Madonna fight. So watching those fights, I know that he's gonna, he's gonna be there and defend the whole time, throw a few jabs, do a lot of counter shots and things like that. He's not gonna knock anybody out. From that last fight, he kind of lost me. I think that boxing as a whole is dead to me. Like, I think it's just done. There's no, boxing isn't what it was before. And I don't think it's ever going to get back to what it was before. The excitement about it. A lot of people was excited about that Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. And it just let a lot of people down. So I don't think a lot of people going to tune into this upcoming fight. If it was free, and it was going to be on I believe it was CBS or NBC, just like that Adrian Broner fight,
Hmm.
then I could see people tuning in, and they could have made a lot of money off the advertisement and stuff like that. But man, I don't think a lot of people want to see another Floyd Mayweather fight right after seeing that fight. Maybe if it was a year later, but by it being so soon, people still have that taste in their mouth from that Pacquiao fight that is just not settling well with a man. And again, I want to see somebody put on a show. I want to see him knock somebody out. It's never going to happen. It won't happen again. He knocked people out in the past, a few people, but it's not going to happen again with Floyd Mayweather going to do that. And I don't think a lot of people will be tuning in to this fight. And if they do, it's going to shock me. It will not be as much as Pacquiao. I can promise you that.
Hmm. Knockouts. It's just knockouts. I think it's gonna be a knockout. Knockouts are gonna happen. It's gonna make everybody go wild. And once he finally gets his 49, of course, we all gonna go wild because he's gonna have to beat the Rocky Marciano record. It's gonna be clubs. You're gonna see a lot of shaking in the clubs. You're gonna see a lot of money going in the clubs. You're gonna go to a lot of strip clubs. Piggybacking off of that, wait, hold up. I mean, I'm thinking about everything that's gonna happen right after this fight happens, as far as the celebrations is concerned. And when you're up in that celebrating, of course, you're gonna try to holler at a chick or two, and she probably gonna have a fatty, and you probably gonna look at it like, damn. But is that booty real though? Is the question that's been on my mind lately. I've been seeing a whole lot of stuff going on where we using these creams to enhance the booty. How do people feel about these fake booties? I mean, are you more accepting to this, or this is just like some? Well, does it matter if your girl booty real or not, or just a look on the outside, or is it just the same thing as when a chick gets breast implants? I'm not sure, man. Because thinking about it, what happens if the booty deflates? Because it's supposed to inflate your booty, right?
I don't know exactly the way that it works. My problem is the ones that the when you get your booty done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get like the legs done. Like I think that they should be something where they do the legs too, where it can lead up to it instead of you looking like an ant. You know, like a lot of them they look like an ant and it looks stupid.
Yo,
And then on certain ones they had like these dumb like brush burn looking just marks on it. And my problem with fake booties is just the fact that it's bringing down, the real, like they had girls that was that fine before, and now you even questioning them and saying, "Oh, hold on, do they have a fake?" So it's messing it up for the girls who did have it. But that's the same thing, just like you said when they had breast implants. They had girls that did have big breasts, and they had girls that didn't. So it just all comes down to what you like and what you accept. Me, I mean, I would like natural stuff, but who's at this point everybody has something done, you know. So
I mean,
it's
yeah, you can have something done. I mean, as far as that goes there, but just thinking about it, what it is. I mean, you think about Nicki Minaj, you think about the Kylie Jenners, the, the Miracle Watts, all these things you see like over history of time with the booty and everything else. You got your what's that famous lady song? She be singing all along. She kind of a bit of black music as far as that goes that I normally think about when you get R and
you
B
talking
songs.
about K.Michelle?
There you go, K.Michelle. Come on, K.Michelle. Come on, come on, come on, buddy. We all know you pulled that from your stomach and put it in your booty. So pretty much you're taking everything from there, you put it in there, you sell the dream to all the rest of these girls out here in the world be thinking they can just get it. And they put on these little waist trainers, they be messing up their body. And next thing you know, you turn around, you look like an ant.
Nah, she actually do look stupid though. Like hers look dumb. Look like all of it. It looks just dumb. Me personally, I don't really like them like that. But again, I can't judge. Everybody got something done at this point. So it could be a girl that I'm looking at, and she can have her nose done. She can have her lips done. So I ain't even gonna trip on it. It's just that I would, the ones that if you're gonna die for something, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about doing it. Like, don't kill yourself over trying to get something done. That's what I say. Like, just don't die trying to look good. Because somebody gonna like you for what you look like before you went to go get that done. So if you flat, somebody like that flatness. You know?
Even though they're gonna be googly eyed over the everything else they see walk across them in the first place. So I don't really know, man. I mean, I feel like it's to each his own. Yeah, I want me a nice little natural thing, but hey, everybody can't have that in the world as far as that go. Everybody got their own preference
Yeah,
type.
this.
But it's just what would be sold a dream, okay? We getting sold a dream, and the dream ain't real. It's fake dreams, okay? I got dreams too. What Dave Chappelle told me. All right. And I don't be one walking around here. I look at your booty one time in the daytime, it's big. And then we wake up the next morning, your booty the size of the freaking table that I see. It's flat. It's done. It's out here. You gotta go get your cream out your bag. You done ran out your cream. So now I'm looking at your flat ass. I don't know what to say. All
Mm.
right. I'm upset now because I've been sold a dream. It's kind of like those Victoria's Secret brides. I don't know if anyone else have ever experienced this, but it's kind of like when a chick goes to Victoria's Secret, gets the supreme push-up times 12 super Kamehameha push-up, right? And they think the boot looking all nice. You see it, it's like popping out or whatever. You get to the crib, things might have happened. Who knows? Somebody had a few drinks. You was able to pull that. You come to the crib, take all the bra. You see 2 nips, okay? 2. All right? Bee stings. Yes. Like 2 wives walked in the room and just stung her. That's it. That's all you get. You've been sold a dream, sir. Now you mad. So that's what I'm saying here, man. We get sold a dream. Now we're being sold a dream in the behind. Not even in the front no more. Some of the biggest people that you know right now that you looking at like, man, that she look nice. That ain't real. That ain't real. I'm looking for the real, okay? Gotta bring it back to when boys say I like big butts, but shoot, I just want the real ones, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got a Honda mind kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Just to put a quick disclaimer in here, the views that are expressed by Kevin Mack right now is not of the views of all the Faraway Brothers. Just
Kevin Mack has been through a lot. So I'm just saying that, hey, I ain't trying to be lied to. If you got it, it ain't real, man. Let a brother know. I might be able to accept you with it or without it. I mean, I feel like you should be upfront about it. Because if I was like having a rental car, let's say I pulled up in like a Beamer or Benz, Jeremy, and I pulled up in a rental car. You was like, "Oh my God, you got a rental car! Oh my God, he got a Beamer!" You don't know I got a rental car, okay? You don't know that. But I'm selling the dream.
You still
Dream
got
checked out.
girls.
I get you home. All right. The
Your
next
girl.
day, I bring it back to Enterprise, and you mad at me?
Do the girls that you talk to sound like that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
The most
In my
aggravated
mind, a
voice in
lot
the
of people
world.
sound like that sometimes. So don't.
Man, like that's terrible. I would never go with anybody that sounds like that.
Could you
Like
really date somebody who sound like that? Like I'm trying to think, like how long could you sit down and talk to somebody with a voice as squeaky as that? Especially when they complaining and everything about
like
everything.
Michelle. I don't know if you ever heard her voice, boy, but that voice, I don't, boy. Listen, that would never work with me. But it to each his own, bro.
Wait. So you rather rock with a chick with a deep voice?
No,
Yeah.
not a deep voice,
Okay.
but
All right.
like a girly voice, but like a regular voice, but not like no deep and not like Michelle, bro. You gotta hear Michelle so that you know what I'm talking about. But if you hear Michelle, you'll be like, hold up, bro, I can't do that all night. Just roll over and just start talking to you like, I can't do that. Nah, not at all.
Man, look, they got some girls sounding out here sounding like that old school music they used to play back when they had that low baritone on their voice. Sounding like the old school Tony Braskin in this thing.
Yeah.
Yes, they. Well, hey, shoot, they ain't got no soulful singers no more when you think about it. Ain't nobody really got that bass sound right now like that. Baby. Nobody really got that. Where is that? Is that just dead? Like it's never coming back like the old baritone voices? Have we ever
Uh,
got anybody like that?
nah, I don't. I think right now everybody is so in. It's kind of like when I think it was Studio 54 and like the disco era. You had a lot of people during that time, like they could sing, but it was more like party music while they getting high off coke and stuff like that. Like I think that's the times that we're in right now. A lot of the music is more on the lines of if it's not allowing these people to get turned up, then they're not liking it. So if they can't sip wine or smoke weed to it or go in the club and get drunk to it, then they're not rocking with it. So, I don't think the crowd right now is mature enough for that type of voice. If they are out there, then they're not allowing those to be on top 40 radio. They're not allowing those to hit that threshold where they can be successful at this point. It's just not popping for them at this point right now. But hopefully it does, man, because you need. We said this before in another podcast, but you need more money. I mean, we need more. Um, we always need more money, but we need more love songs. We need more songs that's about loving one another, and between a woman and a man and all that stuff like that. So I just think people, it's just not coming back right now. Right now it's not, but hopefully it'll get to a point where people get tired of the turned upness. And they'll be like, you know what? Let's start singing again. Let's start giving that, like you said, that Barry White baritone voice, and we can get some altos and some tenors and everything, man. We can just start getting back to singing. But right now, singing is not what it is like it used to be, and not what it used to be. It's not gonna be that way anymore.
Nah, man, yo, we more worried about whipping than they than anything as far as that goes. But yeah, bringing it back to old school, I mean, I feel like things could be a lot successful, kind of like the TV shows of the old school day. Because when the last time you seen a show that made you feel like you wanted to do the same thing you did when you used to watch like Martin, Fresh Prince, all these shows that come on that people still watch to this day,
I watch,
reruns.
I could watch Martin like it's new. I literally can sit down and consistently watch Martin like I never heard the joke before and laugh again. You just got he has so many characters on that show. Even Fresh Prince. I love Fresh Prince. I could watch Fresh Prince, Martin, Boy Meets World. I could watch those consistently, man. And they don't make those type of shows anymore. It's just it is either they're not giving certain people the opportunities, or this new generation don't like that style of those style of sitcoms. I
Kind of like more the reality TV. Everything they got on reality TV right now, everything is reality. You know what? I'm not gonna make it. You got a reality show about cooking on the lake. You got a reality show about twins living with other twins. Okay, that's the reality shows. They got a reality show out right now. I'm gonna come out with my own reality show. It's called The Life of a Cup. Okay, I'm gonna take one glass from Walmart. All right, I'm gonna take it on the journey and day to day and talk about its life. Okay, that's gonna be a hit coming out to you. VH1. Remember when I said this? Put me on. There's gonna be all kind of drama. We can have
that's
House Glasses of Atlanta or something. I don't know what it is. We can put it out there. That's all I'm saying. We can make a
that
house that made by
yo.
anything.
That's not. I don't think that'll be on VH1. That'll be on like a TLC because they do
What's you
like
TLC?
they
Hit
do.
me up.
I
You
won't
know what I'm
lie to
saying?
you. TLC be doing off the wall stuff. They don't. They be like, man, anything that VH1 and Bravo and them don't want, we'll take it. Just so
MTV
that.
won't even take some stuff, but yeah, give it to TLC. Yo, man, they got a lifestyle. I mean, you could do like reality show with like dogs. I'm pretty sure they got a reality show for like dog owners. Would be like, yo, bringing them pads and stuff like that. They got a reality show. Honey Boo Boo made it a career to
Yeah.
be on reality TV show. Duck people, duck hunters, okay, duck hunters, house hunters. Any hunter you could think about is making cooking shows and running out of too many cooking shows to get. We got
What if they
bad
had like
chef,
a
good
real?
chef, worst chef, life chef, fight the chef.
What if they had like a real in the streets reality show instead of just having cops in First 48? Like they could have like another one that go like really in depth, and watch them while they doing everything. But that everybody be going to jail on the cast. But
To be Grand Theft
that
Auto
could
Live.
be like Grand Theft Auto Live, just like you said, Grand Theft Auto Live. Like everything is just happening.
Everything's happening right in there. That'd be too much though, man. You think about it, just he go to jail. You're gonna keep getting new cast members every week.
Yeah, it's like a revolving door, man.
From revolving door. Nobody got no contract because you already signed out your contract. But I mean, you can call it. I mean, you got stuff like reality TV. I kind of take reality TV to a whole other level because I feel like Snapped and all these shows that come on like Investigative Discovery kind of fit in that thing too. Every other week, you got a new woman snapping on somebody. How you find all these stories? Where you find all these stories from?
Man, bruh, we just be getting a few stories on the news about what would be happening. So just imagine all the stories if you really go into every state, every city, every town, and hear the stories that happen within that town, or hear the different crimes that happen within those towns. man, it'd be millions and billions of crimes that you could just consistently and continuously just talk about. There's so many people that's in the United States, bro, that you could just, and we just talking about the United States. Just imagine if they were doing over the world, but they have locked up abroad for that. But man, there's so much to talk about. Like they literally have a new person getting killed. Somebody's probably getting killed right now. Sad to say, but I can almost guarantee while we're recording, there's somebody out there getting killed.
Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the case. But
We
I'm
hope
just
that's
saying
not the case, ladies and gentlemen. There's a story that breaks off every second, but I hope it go off the air. I don't want to see it no more. I'm just saying. I mean, even though some people just watch Snapped all day, but every time you watch a Snap episode, there's always say the same thing. Oh, that was the last time Bernie went to the stove. Oh, that was the last time he would turn the key to his door. It'd be like, yo, why is always my last time? Why can't it be like, oh, he turned the key to the door and he survived? Like, where's the episode when the dude actually survives this snap encounter? Where is that? It's always something grimy. I just feel like where it's going with those shows, it'd be like, man, it makes you paranoid to go outside. You can't say nothing to nobody. Can't do nothing wrong to the door. Can't make no mistakes. Don't get no life insurance policy, because if you get a life insurance policy, it's over. They're trying to get your life insurance policy. So that's basically what the TV is telling us right now, as far as like reality shows.
You've been watching too much Investigation Discovery with my mama. For real, you've been sitting there and yeah.
Don't get no life insurance policy. God dang it. Not what you like that, because they gonna take it. Anyway, get back to what's really real. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited about everything happening upcoming. I feel like towards the fall is when everything comes back. You know what I'm saying? Now the real show is gonna start coming back too. You got your Flash coming back. You got like your Arrow coming back. I know this sound like some nerdy shows that I like to watch, but I do watch that. Guilty conscience here. Empire should be coming back. All these shows are just gonna be thrown into the forefront. Scandal's gonna be eventually returning. This is fall. August, September is the return of the television, the TV, the stuff you want to watch, the stuff you sit down and you DVR and record. Kids going back to school. Everything's happening out here in August, September. Labor Day right around the corner. You got a lot to do. I don't know if y'all going to celebrate. Just go out there and be safe. But that's how I feel about August, September. It's an exciting time.
Man, dude, I know people gonna laugh, okay? But my two favorite shows when it comes down to the fall is about to be Blackish and The Goldbergs. That's the only two shows that I watch.
Reality and sitcom, huh? Yes, indeed. Yes.
No. Both of those are not reality. They're sitcoms.
Nah, I know Blackish is a sitcom. The Wahlbergs is a sitcom?
Not the Wahlbergs. I do like Wahlberg. My mom be watching them, bruh. But the Goldbergs. The Goldbergs.
Oh, the Goldberg. Okay, I'm thinking about the Wahlberg, the Goldberg. All these Bergs, man.
It's set back in the 80s. So I like that show, man. Show kind of cool, bruh.
Kind of a classic show, like that 70s show.
Yeah, something like that. And it go, man, you just be like, man, no, I remember when I had that sweater. I remember when I had that,
back in the day when your mama used to make you dress like had on them windbreakers.
Yeah, man. You need to get my starter windbreaker back.
Everybody had on starter jackets, Lord.
I had a starter jacket with the big bull on the back. It was all white. It had red and white stripes on the sleeves. I mean, on the little cuff, and then the whole thing was white. They had the little bull. I mean, the little NBA sign on the side, and the big bull on the back. Oh man, son.
Dude was fly, man. Back in the G, everybody was fly with the starter jackets and everything, man. Shoot, I'm trying to think about a whole bunch of stuff I used to wear back in the day, man. Felines with the Grand Hills. Yeah. Had to have the Grand Hills. Had to have the J's.
Yeah, I mean,
had to have all that.
J's has always been in, but I do remember the Felines. I had those on for like one Christmas. I had to retire my J's and then get me some those Grand Hill Felines. That was like the only Felines I ever had. Besides that, I wasn't wearing no felines like that. But, those were the days.
Old school sitcoms. All those was the days, man. Back in the day when all that happened, man. But, getting down to it.
But anyway, this week, people, we wanted to start off with a brand new segment. This week, I'm going to take control of it. But every week, we're going to have this segment. There's going to be a new segment that we're going to add on. And this is called the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. This week we got 2 nominations. We got 2 people that we want to add to the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. First of all, we want to go ahead and induct, put him in. We don't even need to nominate him. He's already inducted into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. He goes by the name of Aldon Smith. He's a player who plays for the San Francisco 49ers. The boy, for some reason, just can't get right. Okay? This dude has been arrested. He was arrested January 28, 2012, arrested for driving under the influence. He was stabbed on June 30th, 2012. Well, he was actually trying to break up a fight on that day. Also, September 20th, 2013, he was involved in a single vehicle accident. And at that time, he was arrested on suspicion of drunken driving. Okay? Well, he was arrested again on August 6, 2015 of this year, just a few days ago, for alleged hit and run, driving under the influence, and vandalism charges. This man is the epitome of can't get right. Okay? I don't know how many times, I know you probably heard this from Stephen A. You've heard him say and talk about how people need to start taking full advantages of their chances because not a lot of people get those chances. Somebody who's not going to take full advantage of their chance needs to be inducted, needs to be forever buried and put within the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. Go ahead and give him a nice applause. Give him a few boos if you can for going into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. And we got one more nomination. We need to put these people in there because these people have been doing crazy stuff for we don't know how long. But for the past few years and for the past year and a half, they've been cutting up. They've been cutting up like it ain't nothing, bruh. I want to go ahead and induct one more organization. This is as a whole crew, staff record label, and as a crew. We want to go ahead and induct the police force. The police force in the United States into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. For some reason, these people like to kill black people. For some reason, they like to kill not only black people, but black teens. Okay? What I advise them to do, if they have the urge to kill a black person, how about you go ahead and buy Grand Theft Auto and kill some of them civilians that's on the game when you have that urge. But you constantly keep on killing our young black brothers, young black sisters out there. Something wrong with you, bruh. Y'all got to get it together. Because we all got to live in this United States together, bruh. And if we're going to keep on surviving, if we're going to keep on rolling the way we're rolling, something else going to happen. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want other situations to erupt. We don't want people to get up and start saying, we're going to fight back. We're going to start shooting back. Because then that'll start a big-time war. We need to put an end to this. We need to start saving the lives that matter. All lives matter. But right now, we saying Black Lives Matter. And we ain't playing with these games, so we're going to induct y'all into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. But y'all have time to redeem yourselves if you do right. So go ahead and give them a round of applause and a few boos. We're going to put them into the Can't Get Right Hall of Fame. They're going to be enshrined in there. And let the church say amen.
With that, man, a new segment, man, bring it to the close. We're about to close out this session of the Faraway Brothers. Thank everybody for even tuning in and watching, man. You know me, K-Mac over here, and John Mac over there in the corner, holding it down for everybody out there in the world. If you got any questions, concerns, anything whatsoever, you can go ahead and hit us up down in the comment section, or you can get us directly on Twitter for Q&A. Again, if you're a local artist who are independent, go ahead, hit us up in there. Send us something to our Gmail. Let us know if you want to be on the front or whatnot of the Faraway Brothers podcast. And we finna be out, man. If there's any topics, anything y'all want to hit up, let us know. Again, we out.
I also just want to send a quick shout out. Send a quick shout out to my cousin C. She got an iconic Rebels brand. I want to send a shout out to her. She be showing a lot of love. Also, my boy Burn. He got the Church on the Drums podcast. Plus, he got his own DJ podcast that he be doing. And my boy Jay Sparks. Briggs. I want to send a shout out to him because he be showing so much love. And my little cousin Kobe. He be showing a lot of love, retweeting a few things. So I want to send a shout out to him as well.
Yeah, also, man, just all the love, man. We appreciate all the love y'all got, man. A lot of people following us on Instagram, Twitter, liking our page on Facebook, getting us out there, man. Definitely appreciate that. Start a few weeks from now, we're gonna start getting some special guests on here for you guys. Unlike segment I like to call giving back to the people. And when we like to give back to the people, we like to give artists, entrepreneurs, rappers, singers, doesn't matter what it is that you do. If it's your craft and you want to show it, we are here for you. Make sure you go ahead and hit us up and show us some love down there in the comments and send us your information. We'll go ahead and get you on an episode of the Faraway Brothers, get you out there. And with that said, I am Kevin Mack,
I am J Mac.
and we are the Faraway Brothers. Closing out today. Peace.